What's up, fellas?
What's
up,
up?
guys?
What's going on?
I must say, I look forward to this day. Get to sit around and shoot the shit. Ah, how was everybody's weekend? Josh was up there with the boys
Yeah,
up in Reno. How was that, Josh?
it was fun. It's so nice. I'm gonna be honest. To have a tournament run. This is run by Flow,
Huh?
and there's no dead mats. It's a constant motion. They're getting whatever 80 teams done in 2 days. I mean, it was 2 full days, like 7 a.m. weigh-ins both days, and then like a 3-hour break before the finals. But that was just to give. They had some college duels scheduled in between, so the kids could watch those. And then our high school boys stayed today and got to watch the college guys compete in the Reno TOC college side. So that was good. I came home last night, but I had a Christmas party to go to.
How many placements did you have?
Grand total of 0.
Your stud wasn't there?
No, but we had four lost in the blood round.
Oh,
So it's a tough tournament.
yeah, for
And
sure.
I think it got a little tougher with teams not being able to compete against prep schools because Ironman was the same weekend.
Yeah.
Usually, like all the superstars from Bosco or all the superstars from each individual school, San Marino, wherever, they go to Ironman. And
This
they all
year, no
came.
mas, huh?
Yep, this year they came to Reno.
Okay. Gamino, where were you guys at?
We went to the Coyote Classic here at East Bakersfield, and it was all right, but definitely not gonna be on my schedule again next year.
Why? What happened?
Well, normally I do my best to avoid local tournaments just because I want to go see that quality. But because we got that little rule on us this year where we had to wrestle 40% of our matches locally. So I decided to come to this, and the first day we ran like maybe 2 rounds of just a girl bracket because it was both girls and guys. And then there was dead period. There's dead mats everywhere. That's 2 full. There's a gym of 5 mats, another gym with 2 mats elsewhere, and I didn't like it, And then it wasn't just at one time. It happened like 3-4 times, And I mean, a big part of it was, so I heard, was that the guy they still had to move a bunch of the guys around, just because a lot of them didn't make weight or whatever. But it could have been ran better. You know what I mean? And
was this the first year they did it?
No.
I was gonna say that might be.
It's like their 3rd year, I think.
It's one of those things, like whether you're trying to run a JV and a varsity, or a JV boys and a JV girls, or a varsity boys and a varsity girls. You need 2 separate computers running it as 2 separate tournaments.
Well,
I don't know if they had that or not, but like somebody needs to be able to keep going if there's a pause. Well, whether it be boys or girls, it don't matter.
It's not even that, because and I think it was a big part just on that whole guy moving weight stuff, because at our tournament last week we ran both varsity girls and JV girls, and it was the same guy running the computer and stuff, and it ran smooth. It was like we were, the only thing we waited for really was some 45s here and there, but like that we only ran into that like twice, maybe 3 times for a few girls, but that was it. But so I think it was just the guy component of it that kind of made it so it was painful to wait. You know what I mean? And then there was that the entire girl tournament could have been done in one day, just because heck, some of my girls wrestled like maybe 3 or 4, 2 or 3 times the first day, and then the very next day they wrestled once, like in the championship rounds. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think some of those could have been done a little bit better, but
So they went to through semifinals the first day.
Semis. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. So it was a little hectic, but a big part of it too is just some of the reffing I didn't agree with. I mean, you know what I mean. I don't know if you guys know Aliana, my one of my Samoans, disqualified in one of her matches because, according to one of the refs, she had picked her up and slammed her straight on the girl's back, like forward. When I went back to watch the video, and the girl was turning. She posted out. She landed safely, but we got disqualified because it was an illegal slam or whatever.
Oh.
Forward. An illegal slam forward.
Yeah.
Did you have an arm trap? Did you have an arm trap?
Nope. We even released one of the legs to kind of brace ourselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it wasn't like we were going shoulder in like the entire way. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
I don't know.
Okay.
And this was right after some guy got suplexed, and the ref didn't call it. Like a full 5. Like,
hi, Ark. You actually were appreciative of it.
I best believe I was like, oh, that was nice, but illegal.
He's holding a 5 with the red card in between the middle of it. Oh, man.
I know it's not as bad as it used to be like a couple years ago, but like just some refs are just they're too soft on girls wrestling. Like,
yeah,
they
the
rule
tap out
differently.
thing used to piss me off. Like we had that happen to us a few times, and like they don't do that for the boys. I don't know what it is with some of these refs.
Yeah, they're maybe just barely getting on board, but and let me preface this too. The remarks that we say about the tournaments we went to this weekend is strictly our experience of what happened this weekend. It has nothing to do with whether or not we suggest the tournament or anything else. I don't want anybody else to catch the heat I catch where you get kicked out of a tournament before the season even begins. So just naming our experience, no bad blood or anything, but just our experience on what we experienced there. Were you guys anywhere, John?
This week was all boys. We dueled Vista Marietta, all 3 levels on Thursday night. We won all 3 levels. And
As
then,
you should.
They got some athletes down there. And then
Wonder if
Friday, Saturday, we were at Citrus Hill for Hawks Nest. So
how was that?
It was great. Great tournament. They ran track this year for the first time. I was only there for part of the day Friday. Then I had to go back and run girls practice. And then I had the day off on Saturday, other than, the couple girls that I have that are trying to get down in weight. We had a practice for them on Saturday. I had a practice for them on Saturday. But we had 3 placers. We had one of our wrestlers won his weight class. He beat the 7th ranked kid in the state. Got outstanding wrestler. So
nice.
Good weekend for the program altogether. So.
Solid. We were at Santa Ana this weekend, and I must say, good job, Santa Ana. No down mats. I mean, they ran the first round on the first 3 mats and left the back ones alone for a second because they knew there was a lot of buys. And then they just timed it perfect. And then after that, it was like, boom, go. And it just go. And they had to call the ambulance twice because of injuries. Only one of them seemed like really legit because this girl popped her hip out. And what I mean by legit, I mean like a serious injury that it looked like. But other than that, man, that tournament ran. Snack bar was good. Coaches got fed. It was good. Tim and his whole squad did a great job. Kept the mats going the entire time. I had to leave at 3:15, because I had to take my little one to a play. But they were already halfway through the finals. And
wow!
They did a good job. So props to them. Let's go over some of the results, I guess, with that. 1-on-ones. Brianna Gonzalez from Arroyo won it. She beat Aaliyah Cruz from Mayfair. Juliana
I had a
Alejandro.
question about that one.
Yeah.
How come she wasn't seeded number one?
I didn't see that. Let me see here. I don't know why Ronquillo would be number one. She's my kid, so
I was just curious about that.
That's a severe, like, we don't have anywhere near a win over her. So I don't know why that was, but maybe they just separated out of 1 and 2, however they did it, but because she's not even seeded at all.
Because that
Alejandro-
Centennial girl was pretty good.
Yeah, she's tough.
A
So
big part of it too is sometimes some coaches don't put seating info.
Put their stuff in.
yeah, that could be it too. So yeah, but yeah, she's really good, and yeah. So then Alejandro from Centennial, Nevada was third. They did 2/3 and 2/5. And Natalia Razo from Ayala was also third. So 106 Winchester from Melissa Niguel took first over Sarah Aguirre from what's the MF? Yeah. Mayfair. Sorry, Mayfair. Casey Schaefer from Orange Lutheran and Amy Corrales were both third place from there. Let's see here. And I think one of the Arroyos, the other Arroyo twin, Emily, was missing on that. Genevieve Alejandro won 111, beating Aguilera from Santa Ana. Let's see here. Gabby Chavez from Arroyo. From Royal. Ended up third. Jasmine Contreras from Arroyo was third also. I didn't see where Gabby Chavez lost though.
She lost because I just started going through it this evening. For rankings, she lost to the Santa Ana girl. And
Got it.
Orders.
There it is. Yeah. Got stuck. Okay, so that was a good one. Cypress had a tough girl. Let's see here.
Yeah, I saw her at Capo Valley.
Stowhall, yeah. Beat Lara from Garden Grove, then Haley Holland from Cajon, and Evelyn Vasquez from San Fernando.
She also beat Savannah Lewis.
Yeah, earlier in the tournament. Oof. So good job for them from Corona. I feel like Lewis has been around for a minute, but I don't know.
She's only a sophomore.
So a sophomore? I don't know. I think I just watched her a lot last year because I like her. She's spunky.
Yeah, she's been all over the place too in the off season.
Yeah, that might be it too. Patricia Arana from San Fernando got the pin in 36 seconds in the finals against Pineda from Kennedy. Then Zavala from Cajon and Jade Morales from Santa Ana. Dude, the Cajon coach was giving the business to the referee. Oh my God. They were wrestling against Corona in a match. And I believe their girl had their girl in danger or whatever, and the ref didn't call it. And Bowers was over there giving him the business, the referee the business, and the ref changed. They just didn't give the call. The Cajon coach went over and started giving him the business, and then he told Bowers, like, basically, like, that's your boy kind of thing. I was like, ooh, man, it's getting heated. Because the Cajon coach is a really nice guy. Like, he is super cool guy. I didn't see the whole exchange. I walked in halfway through it and was just kind of like, and he's telling me something, and I was like, oh shit, like what's going on? Because he's always like a super like mild-mannered kind of guy. So it must have been a pretty bad call. Yeah. But yeah, that was interesting to say the least. I like him a lot too. Then we had Viviana Garcia, and I must apologize. I spoke to her family, and it's Viviana Garcia, not hyphenated. She wrestled Solana Matola in the finals. Matola's been in a bit of tear lately, beating a couple girls. She beat Haley Chapman. Wasn't a placer last year, was she?
She lost in the blood round last year. at state.
Okay. I saw
She was-
Matola's dad posted that she beat 2 state placers, but almost the case. But yeah, so she beat
She majored her though.
yeah, she made her 8-0, and then she went on to beat Garcia in the finals 5-1. It was like really like 3-1, and then it was just kind of like
Like a desperation takedown at the end.
Yeah.
Got
trying shooting straight on,
Yeah.
not really clearing the head, and that guy cost her at the end. So that happened. Let me see. Berrigan in the finals from Hemet against Delgadillo from Garden Grove. Berrigan kind of ran through the tournament. She got a tech fall 18-2, 29 seconds, 236, 421. And then Karen Bello took third, and Ibarra from San Clemente took third also. Then you had Castaneda versus Foreman in the finals from Upland. Foreman looked tough. Joanna?
Is that, are
yeah.
they? I mean, I know they're sisters. She's younger, right?
Yeah, I
And-
believe so. She went through the tournament pretty solid. She did pin in 518, pin in 50 seconds, pin in 259, then pin in 123.
Yeah, that's a
Pinned her way
good
through.
win over Castaneda.
Yeah. So that had a solid tournament. Nicole Demasi from John Glenn took third, and Dana Gomez from Kennedy took third also. Little Gomez isn't wrestling still. Does she
She
have a
wrestled at
concussion
Roland.
issue? She wrestled at Roland? Okay,
Yeah.
maybe they're just kind of saving her, but she didn't wrestle this weekend. I was looking for her. Osorio from San Clemente in the finals of Foreman. Forfeited.
That's four.
So, yeah. And then Desiree Fuentes and Ashley Maya took third in that weight class, 143. 150, Gianna Anaya and Lauren Camp. I was messing around with her, calling her Madison yesterday.
That's her name. That's how. I mean, I don't know. I think
She
it's
wants to be
Lauren.
called Maddie, doesn't she?
Yeah, it's Lauren Madison, I think. But like when I knew her, our kids did judo together when they were little,
Uh-huh.
and it was Maddie Camp, and then
Well, I was just like, does she want to be called Lauren because it's on the bracket?
Yeah,
So I just called her Madison because I was trying to get to her, but she was just laughing. I was like, okay, that's probably why.
I
She
don't
doesn't
think she
bother.
cares. I think
Call her Lauren.
Yeah.
So she pinned Gianna Anaya at 517. Anaya's just kind of, I think, she talked to her. She says that, she's let her teammate get some reps in at the weight before she starts dropping down. So that's how that one went. Then you had Correa and Minucci from Corona taking third. Correa's from Santa Fe. It's good to see Santa Fe out there. Outstanding wrestler in the upper weights, I'll tell you that right now. Alyssa Arana. Pin. Oh, and pin in the finals. So she beat Pin Copy in the finals. Then you had Lassiter and Donahoe took third. Both took third. So let's see here. 170. Lena Flores from Cajon over Romo from San Fernando. Kelly Lacoste took third, and Brittany Sanchez took third from Elmo. 189, Lena Parra. Pin in 18 seconds, pin in 126, pin in 49 seconds, pin in 37 seconds in the finals over Casey Fitero from Cerritos. That was a rematch of the finals at San Fernando. And then Ambrosio from Rancho Buena Vista and Rivera from Bell Gardens took third. And at heavyweight, Rebecca Camacho won. Pin in 140, pin in 240, pin in 33 seconds. She pinned the Cypress girl in the finals in 33 seconds. John Glenn and Sanchez and Zuniga from Garden Grove took third. Team scores. Let's look at this real quick, because I know everybody in the North wants to know. Let's see here. Okay, team score is looking at San Fernando 244, Corona 143. So, with that being said, how much closer do you think Corona is once the transfers kick in? Try to get a gauge and see exactly how much of a threat they are.
Honestly, I think the latest transfer is probably the one that's gonna, like, because of the weight class that I think that she's gonna be in. I think she can probably do the most damage and score the most points for him,
Hmm. But that's the
in
only
my
one
opinion.
that's sitting, right? That we know
No,
of.
the Dallas sisters are sitting too.
Oh,
So he has
Yes, they have
three.
three.
okay.
Three coming through.
So,
So, So you're thinking what? 40 points closer?
Yeah.
are you talking 40
Is
points
that,
at
is
state or
that
40 points at this tournament?
No, I'm just saying at this tournament, we don't know how state's going to go. I mean, everybody would have to qualify and
Yeah.
yeah,
not be burnt out.
you don't know what's gonna happen at that end of that year.
End of the
I'm just
year, you
talking
got to see.
about she's the one that can do a lot of damage. Like, I mean, the Dallas sisters can too. I'm not gonna, said they're not as good as her, because they are. I just think at the weight class that Mariah will be at, I feel like she can do a lot of damage
Yeah.
in tournaments.
Hmm.
I don't know. That's interesting. I mean, it's funny because when you're dealing with like boys wrestling, and you schedule your dual meets, typically, you schedule those teams that have like good football programs. You want to get them early so they don't get all their athletes in the room at one time, because the football program takes a lot of guys. But when it comes to like girls wrestling, it's like the transfer rule. Like, okay, what school has a lot of transfers? Okay, we're gonna hit them early so we can get a good dual meet with them, and then you could work around it. That's just something that I know, like I would take into account when dealing with some schools. But now that I'm not a head coach anymore, I don't got to worry about it. I'm like, we just wrestle whoever they say to wrestle.
Yeah, I
Des
think like
Des
January is
with
more
that.
for us. It's more for, we focus on league,
Mhm.
because that's what we want to win first. And
Yeah.
we actually have a competitive league where all 4 teams have full girls teams.
Mhm.
So that's kind of where we're at with duels. So we try to do just with the boys. We try to duel all of our outer league in December to get them ready for league duels. So
Oh, that makes sense.
And
And I mean,
Canyon Springs is your
oh,
toughest dual team, right?
yeah,
In your league.
on both boys and girls.
Yeah.
So
no, that makes sense. And I remember it that way too. All of our out of league stuff when I was in high school were before January. January was like league finals. Then you're going right into that postseason. You don't really want to wait any extra times or anything like that time of the year because, why bother? You should be focusing on the end of the year, peaking at the right time and stuff like that. Not peaking for an intense dual meet that is out of league. So interesting. Oh my goodness. So I don't know. What do you guys think about these teams? I mean, we're 4 weeks in now. Do your 4 teams still stack? And what are your 4 teams? We'll say in your section first because Gamino's up in the central. So
So who's the team to beat in Central section, Camino?
Golden Valley, come on now, son. We have some respect.
It's always Golden Valley, man.
How
But
dare you, son?
Hey, he ain't humble. He
What?
can say Golden Valley.
yeah,
Oh, hey,
yeah,
hang on.
yeah.
He's
But-
humble. He's just being honest.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? Realistically, some big teams to look out for this year.
Frontier Bakersfield.
Hey, they got 4 girls now, man. They doubled in size.
Damn.
Yeah, man. So
Hey,
honestly,
but
though,
50% of them are state places.
Yeah,
That's right.
50% of them are returning state placers.
hey, the ratios are better than mine right now. So, but honestly, Pioneer Valley is gonna, they always have a really big team, and their coach is real humble and stuff. But his team is usually stacked with some really tough girls. I know Selma had a bit of a down year last year, but now they're getting some of the newer girls dialed in, and they're definitely gonna. I'm expecting them to do some damage again. Ridgeview, Ridgeview's team is, I've always taken them seriously. You know what I mean? Coach Eddie out there is doing one hell of a job with his team. But this year, we're really, the gloves are coming off for that one. That one is going to be a nice little tough one. So
Taking it serious, huh?
yeah. So of all those teams, we have already scheduled a duel against Selma and Ridgeview. So we're gonna see what what it takes to win another Masters title. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we'll see.
So
All
does the top team in your central section, do they win the Masters title and the highest placing team at state, or you think it could be a different team? Based on one team has a bunch of really good girls and the other one has 2 or 3 superstars.
You mean like
maybe Selma
wins-
doesn't have the horsepower to win Masters, but they might have more placers than the team that does win Masters. I don't know.
Oh, of all the teams that I named, probably, and I'm gonna be completely honest. I think Ridgeview is gonna have a better shot than any of the other teams. Realistically, just because I know, well, they got Genesis coming back. They got Malia coming back. She, I think she was like top 12 last year, at 189s. No, at 170s. And I seen her in action this weekend, and she's, doubling down on the strength and explosive. So she's definitely a force to be reckoned with. And then I seen some of their other girls that were, they were tough last year, but now they're hammers. You know what I mean? So, I'm looking forward to that duel against them to see where we stack up. But definitely Ridgeview is going to be one of those teams that if anyone from the central section will do it, it's going to be Ridgeview.
Nice. All right. What do you think, John? Southern section.
I think it's Hillcrest, no particular order. Hillcrest, Corona. I'm going to say us. I think we do have the horses this year to compete with both of them.
How did your guys' duel meet go?
With who?
Walnut.
Oh, Walnut. We won.
Nice.
54-30. So,
how many forfeits?
Just one in our favor. So, but it was all pins. So,
okay.
And I think 11 out of 11 of them were first period pins. So,
okay. Not playing around, huh? People get put on their back. They're going to be stuck there.
Yeah. So, all pins. And then the other ones, nothing lasted into the third period. So, the other pins came in the second. So, 101s, we beat Cervantes in the first period. So that was a good one for Jaden.
That was a big one for you, right? Like you guys, that was when you guys were.
Yeah. So like last year we were like 2-1 against her. And the year before we lost to her at Josh's tournament. So they were 2-2 in high school season. So, and I'm sure we'll see her again.
Nice. Okay. What about you, Josh? Who do you got? Southern section.
Southern. I still got Northview, Corona, Hillcrest.
Are these in order?
No, these aren't in order. I got Northview, Hillcrest, Corona, and John's
Esperanza?
team. No. John's team. I think they do have a lot of horsepower that is like, I mean, don't take this in the wrong way, but like they got a lot of girls that are pretty good that are going to score them a lot of points at Masters. You know what I mean? Like they may have a few girls that may not qualify for state, but they're going to score them some points. They're not just going to show up and go 0-2. They're going to go 3-2 and still score some points along the way. So that's the key to winning a Masters title, is having that full 14 girls that can go out there and score you points.
Yeah,
that's a totally fair assessment of who we are.
Yeah, just consistently tough.
Yeah.
Consistently tough lineup is always good to have. I mean, I'd like to have a lineup in period, but I don't have anywhere near a full lineup. But I don't know. I heard the coach is an ass.
I think we can qualify 13 girls to Masters.
Ooh.
To Masters.
Ooh.
To Masters. Okay.
Dare you.
Wow.
Like it,
That's
John.
sweet.
So
That's Gamino kind of stuff right there. Just put it out there.
Yep.
Even Gamino took a second. I think he chewed on a hair for a minute. Ooh.
it's all going to depend on what happens with regionals and where they place everybody.
And
You
how
know,
healthy they are and luck. And
Yeah.
it all plays in. I don't care what you say.
If my
And
hockey girl's dad
if
will
it-
let her wrestle.
And
You
if they
know,
actually
keep a
seed
hockey game
if they
to
actually seed
wrestle.
the tournament too.
What's that?
If they actually seed the tournament too.
What are you talking about, Josh? Your girl's always benefited from seeding, hasn't she?
Yeah.
At those
amazing.
tournaments?
That's all right. The seeds are just a starting point anyway. So you gotta win and you gotta wrestle to get to those spots.
It all depends on who drops down to you.
Yeah.
Like if you lose and somebody else gets upset, like that shouldn't get upset, that can kind of derail everything. Because that does happen.
Yeah, it
It usually
does.
happens to us.
Is Ramos frozen or is he reading something?
I think he's frozen.
Yeah,
Yep, there he goes.
there he goes.
There he
Yeah, I think Northview is going to get better as the year goes on. Like they usually do. They're well coached.
goes.
I think they'll be there at the end as well.
God dang it. Let's refresh it.
Yeah, I mean, never go wrong with Northview. I mean, I'm still, for some reason, trying to figure out what schools are in what section. Still, to be honest, I'm not gonna lie. But I know that for sure I've been keeping track, keeping an eye on your team, John, and I don't know, man. We might have to schedule something, either this year or next year for, set up a duel or something.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I don't
Want
know.
to meet halfway somewhere.
Hey, dude.
No, I totally love this. I love that.
Gamino hack the car up
Gambino
into
is
the middle
down
of
to
Mojave.
wrestle anybody at any time.
Everybody.
Like I think it's like I wish all coaches had that attitude. Anytime.
Oh, dude. They're not.
Yeah, well, some coaches like ducking, man. They like to hide until, and then that's true in any section. You know what I mean? But it may have happened to us, this year already. So,
You already got ducked, Camino?
let's just say I can count the times on two hands.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Are they ducking tournaments or are they ducking dual offers?
So
both?
I've had individuals duck during duels, or give us a reason why they're not going to duel us. I have had coaches tell me that they're not going to duel us for whatever BS reason, and I mean I don't blame them, but you know what I mean. If their reasoning is true, then okay, I get it. If it's not, then don't run. Just the only way to get better is to wrestle. And that's what I tell. I think my freshman girls understand that more than some coaches.